Welcome back to Juicy Tech YouTube channel and podcast. This is now a actual podcast. The podcast is available on Spotify and Anchor. We're trying to get the podcast to go live before the year is over on both Apple and Google Podcasts. And I think this is possible. Pray for us. Keep us in your prayers. Finger crossed. And this is all possible if you can help share this video or share the content on this YouTube channel. Like the video, of course, like all the videos, and help it get to more people so we can get this pushing, so we can just provide more content and valuable information to you so you can benefit from it and we all win in life. That's what it's all about. Sharing awesome, valuable information. That's what it's all about. But let's talk about today's topic. This is basically going to be a part 2 of the previous video where I was talking about how the tech industry it lacks diversity, right? And I very much had a taste of this in my cohort at coding boot camp. I saw there was very little black people in my class. There were some, of course, but it was mainly Caucasian male dominated. I think that's a problem. I think that's a big problem. I'm not blaming the school. I'm not blaming my coding bootcamp. I'm not blaming the industry or the field. It may not be their fault, or maybe it is. But the point is, it's happening, right? It's an issue. There's also a lack of women in the tech industry. There's a lack of black people, so-called black people, and there's a lack of women as well. This is also a problem, right? Because in my cohort, once again, I saw this with my own 2 eyes for weeks. It was like 95% men and the rest were all women. This is not good. Again, I'm not blaming the school for this. I'm not saying the coding boot camp kept women away from it. Of course not. I'm not blaming the industry for this, issue. And maybe it's not even the women's fault. But the point is, it's a very small percentage of minorities in the tech industry. Minorities meaning even people in the LGBT community. It's very little people from that community in the tech industry as well. It needs to change. Change meaning it needs to be more diversity, basically. I want to see different people in the tech industry. I'm sure, of course, there is, but it's male dominated. It is Caucasian male dominated, right? And again, maybe people are just intimidated by that. Maybe you feel like you can't fit in. You can't really have a conversation because you don't know what they're talking about because you're so new to tech or coding, software engineering, whatever. Maybe you just are shy or you lack confidence, right? A lot of people have no confidence in themselves where it affects you from just taking a risk or, trying to do something different to better your life or whatever. So that can also be an issue too. Whatever it is, I'm not blaming anyone. I'm just saying it's happening. It's a real thing in terms of there's a lack of diversity in the tech industry. And I'm hoping videos like this or episodes of the podcast like this could start having people think about this issue and have these conversations that may lead to solving that problem or this problem of a lack of diversity. That's what I hope content like this can start or trigger or spark. It doesn't even have to be my videos or episodes on the podcast. It doesn't have to be my content. Excuse me. It can be whomever. I don't care what creator or what. I don't care where you got the content from. Just get the message. We need to fix this. Or we need to have more conversations about this issue so we can fix it. I think the conversations need to start first. Address it. Bring it to light. Let people know this is an issue and we're trying to fix it. And we would love for you to come on board to help us fix this. And maybe the first thing that we can fix is how some employers and or recruiters and hiring managers think when they're looking to hire someone into the tech field. because I'm hearing from some amazing people. I'm talking to someone right now. Excuse me, my voice, throat. I'm talking to this amazing person right now via DM on Instagram, right? This person is telling me that, you know, they are new in the tech industry, right? They're new in this field, and they're seeing what I'm talking about with their own two eyes. The person sees a lack of black people in this field, and this person is an actual engineer in the tech industry, and they're seeing this themselves. I saw this at coding boot camp. You know what I mean? It's an issue. It's really happening. It's a thing that needs to go away. So I very much thank that person for sharing their excuse me, my goodness. I'm at some water. Sorry about that. So I very much thank this person for you know, sharing their thoughts, their experience, their testimonies with me, you know, as they're, you know, enjoying or just having this journey through the tech industry as a minority. The person I'm talking to is a minority, and they're telling me all this information right now, and I'm very happy to consume what this person's telling me, so I can just learn from that person. And that's what I want to do more, is have more interviews. I'm not having an interview with them, but it'll be great if I could interview this person, because that's how I learn. I don't know everything. I'm just exposing this issue and talking about it, and that's how it works. We have conversations to start fixing the issue. So I would love to just talk to more people. If you're that person, you're in the tech field, whether you're a minority or not, right? If you're a minority or not, I still want to speak with you in whatever way you know feel comfortable, whether it's DM or interview. I would love it to be on the podcast. I would much prefer that, you know. But I just want to hear from people in the tech industry, your actual you know, experience. What are you seeing? Are you seeing it change to something better? Are you still seeing it as this current problem that has not been solved yet? I want to know, because it's messed up that some employers are going to see someone with an Asian name and assume that person is a genius because of their Asian first and last name. They think automatically, you know, this person is smart because they're from this region of the world, right? They think automatically you're smart enough to code. And the person who lives in the States, male or female, that person gets bypassed because of your first and last name, or skin color, or gender. This is a problem. This is crazy. That type of that is disgusting. If you think about it more, it is so messed up, but it's a real thing. It's a real issue, and I really want it to go away. You know, I would love to have more of these conversations to bring some light to this issue, so we can just really address it more, and have people see this type of content on YouTube or whatever, and bring this conversation to their colleagues or their whatever, like next meeting, and start to fix this problem. Just to really see, hey, we need to really, you know, be done with this way of this practice of stereotyping people, or assuming because of their skin color or their gender or sex affects their intelligence. That has to be one of the dumbest things I think I've ever heard in my entire life. As if your appearance really affects your intelligence. And what's scary is some people who are either recruiters or employers or hiring managers operate this way. And that's really, really bad. That's like really disgusting. You know? Yeah, so I just hope these type of conversations or this type of content could just strike more conversations like this so we can just start to fix this problem and move on. Because I'm ready to see this field become, you know, I'm ready to see more diversity. I'm ready to see more women in this field. I'm ready to see more black people in this field. I want to see different people because it's fun. Because they're all smart people and they just happen to be whatever they are. A male, female, black, whatever. You know what I mean? They just happen to be this. But they're smart regardless of how they look. They can be burn victims. They still have this brain and this knowledge and this talent or skill. And it should not be bypassed because of the way they look. Or their first and last name. Or their gender and sex. That needs to go away. So we need more of these types of conversations. I would like to speak to you if you're in the tech field. Whatever it is, you can be a student or an actual worker. Or an entrepreneur. I don't care. I want to just learn from you. Like, what are you seeing? And do you have the power to start changing this? You know, are you seeing changes? Are you having these discussions with your, co-workers or meetings or whatever? Like, is this something you're doing to just bring more light to this issue? I want to hear from anyone. I'm open to talk to anybody, or you just leave me a comment. I don't care how you plan on doing it. I just want to know what's going on. That's how I learn. I don't know everything. I'm not gonna pretend I do. I just know how to just bring attention to an issue by start to just converse with people, figure out why is it happening, how do we fix it. It's just that simple. Simple in terms of like start to just have these conversations to bring light to it, and then just go from there. How do we stop this? How do we stop people from being judged, off their skin color or their sex or gender? How do we dead that? That needs to go away. It really needs to just disappear forever. There's a lot of smart black people. There's a lot of smart women who are talented, who have a lot of knowledge, who are passionate, dedicated, reliable, and have discipline. And they're all being bypassed because of who they are or what they look like. You cannot tell me that's not disgusting. Let's have this conversation. Let's talk about this. Thank you so much for watching this video. Again, the podcast is available. It's everywhere. Support as much as you can. Like this video, share it. Let's be the generation to really fix this problem, so everyone can get a chance to work in this field because they love it and they want to share their knowledge to fix or to start producing quality products and services. But give them a chance first because they know what they're doing. Don't bypass them because of their appearance. Don't be that person. Much love to you. I'm out.